AG Cornerman Boxing. I'm here with my Uncle Leon Muhammad back again. How you doing tonight, Unc?
I'm good, champ.
You know what I'm saying? We got a big fight week, Devin Haney.
Almost 2 weeks in a row. They
So,
tell me Tank Davis became a superstar.
oh,
Sold 19,000 tickets at
yeah,
the Barclays Center.
yeah,
But I guess his boss from Grand Rapids, Michigan, Mayweather, I guess he was happy.
yeah. They had to be. It was a
Him
really.
and his right hand man out of D.C. What's that moron's name? I love him because he's loyal to Mayweather. What's his name?
You talking about Leonard Ellerbe, the
Devin.
CEO?
I don't got no love for neither one of them, but I respect their gangster because
Yeah.
he's loyal to Mayweather. But I don't know if my man is still with Mayweather, the former champ of the world, goes to heaven. But I got reason to let people know I'm not a Mayweather fan. I always said that he was the greatest businessman in history, but he's no Ali and he's no Michael Jordan. He's not well loved around the globe. He's good what he did. I give him credit, but he knows I got much respect for Mr. Mayweather. May Allah bless his family and his children. But my man was the late Black Mama, Roger Mayweather. That was my guy.
Rest in peace to him, of course.
Well, Tank is in superstar status, and this weekend, Brooklyn is over. Down under, my nephew, my god brother son, Bill Haney. Unfortunately, he was unable to go, but I got faith in Yoel Judah that he can bring it home.
Right. That'll be big. That'll be big. Shout out
And,
Joel Judah. He from Brooklyn, so that's the hometown right there.
yeah, and Yoel and Yoel owed the Australian something.
hmm.
Cause you remember the Australian that beat Zab in his first fight,
Right. Right. Where's it? Costa Zoo.
Costa Zoo, and Yoel owed him something.
Mm.
And Yoel was able to go to Australia. He was able to make things happen that he's bringing home. We just definitely got to rest. And I'm glad they went out there. Lou the Doll is my guy. I don't know nothing about Kambosos. Lou my guy. And we go back a long ways at HBO, what you call him. But I wish both fighters well health-wise. But AG, I see Devin Haney pulling it off.
Right. I was just gonna ask you, do you see this fight going the distance, or you think somebody gets stopped?
I'm hoping and praying that Devin had the night he had in Maryland.
When he gets that vicious knockout, that's one of the best knockouts I've seen live in person.
AG, you was in Maryland that night?
Yeah, that was a good night. That was yeah. Devin Haney was the main event.
AG, did I know you then?
Yeah, yeah, but I don't know for whatever reason we ain't run into each other.
Yeah, but I was in Maryland.
Yeah, I was there that night.
Yeah, and my whole crew was there.
Yeah, Gary Russell's and them, which we're gonna speak on as well because it was important. But everybody was there that night. The whole, DMV area. A lot of people showed up.
Yeah, it was all there because, matter of fact, who else was there that was champion that I saw was there?
I think Clarissa Shields was around that night. No,
Uh,
what was she? I
somebody,
can't
else,
remember.
somebody else was there that just won the title was close to me. Uh, and I saw him. Matter of fact, Shakur Stevenson was there. Shakur was there.
Oh, was he?
Shakur Stevenson was there. I ran into him, he hugged me. Shakur was there.
Mm.
A lot of the old timers was there to
I,
pay everybody in that area, all the old parties in that area was there.
yeah, I remember one of the rappers, Gilly, was there. I remember him being there.
And listen, and matter of fact, I want to say this. If anybody can put it off, it's Yoel Judah.
Mm.
Because he's been down under so many times with the amateur team and other fighters. He know how the situation is.
Right, and he's a former champion himself as well in the kickboxing world.
Yes, yes. So he understands how this thing goes, the politics of it. Bill knows, but he don't know like Yoel knows. That's
Hmm.
what
So you think it could even work? This could even help Devin, the fact that he got Yoel in his corner.
I think that it's a blessing that he has Yoel in his corner.
Hmm. That's good.
For the simple reason, Cam, for the simple reason, let me say this to you. Um, and I want you to understand this, and I want the boxing world to understand this. Sometimes changes is good. Not saying, and of course, you know I love Bill and his son. And but sometimes changes are real good. Mhm. And sometimes we need changes to get to the next level. And that's what I think, and that's what I think AG Cornerman Boxing and to, I think your Junior should have been in the camp. When they made this fight, they should have brought you out in.
Hmm. From the beginning.
But when the fight was made, they should have had you out working with the kid. But I just, and you know I got love for Bill, his mother, his son, and his daughter. Bill, my guy. I come home, his mother, Bill looked out for me. But what I'm saying is that who been in them other countries more than Yoel and Mike McCullough?
Hmm. True. That's a good point.
And
They've been around for sure.
and Mike McCullough is one of the greatest junior middleweights of all time.
Right. Of course. Body snatcher.
And next to him, I would say the kid from St. Thomas, Julian Jackson.
Hmm. Right. Was that the Hawk?
So what I'm saying, Yoel was a good kid. I'm hoping that Devin bring it home. If anybody can pull it off with Devin, it's Yoel Judah. It's my guy. And we wish him well. I'm glad. I wish. I know Bill. I know Bill couldn't go due to legal legal standards. We wish him well. Get that straight. And there's another fighter brought here to be with his son, all his son. Um, AG, what I need to ask you, did you see his mother there?
Whose mother? Whose mother we talking about right now?
Did you see his mother?
What was that? Who'd you say on?
Did you see Devin's mother down in Australia?
Oh, I haven't. No, I didn't. I didn't see any woman there. For what I, the only footage I saw was the face off, and then they had the press conference. So I haven't seen the mothers there.
Who was sitting with Devin and Yoel besides that English promoter?
Well, in the face off, we only see Devin's security guard. It's
You see
Devin.
Bill?
Nah, it was just Devin's security guard and another guy out that I've seen. I've seen him a lot with Devin. He might be part of the camp.
How about at the press conference? You see Yoel?
Nah, it was just they did something small because it's what was today. It's the first day of the week. So they just kicking it off. I'm sure they're gonna have like the more formal press conference on Thursday, the main one.
Now listen, we know this weekend top rankers be coming in, and we know Devin's fight Saturday down under, Friday night down under, and maybe Sunday, Sunday morning, afternoon, top rank, a crew will start coming in for their show on the 11th. Isn't top rank got two back to back?
Yeah, absolutely. They got the Edgar Berlanga main event versus Angulo, and then they got the Joe Smith versus Beterbiev. That's gonna be a crazy fight. So
And Gouda's still around?
nah, it's not. It's not the Mexican Angulo. It's I believe.
He must be 100.
Nah, it's not him. It's a Colombian fighter. I believe his name is Angulo. Yeah, he's a different guy.
Uh, this is the fight that he's headlining. You know, he didn't look too good with the fighter from Canada.
Right, versus Steve Rose. That was the last Edgar's last fight.
He didn't look too good.
Yeah, some people feel that way for sure.
But is this guy as good as Steve Rose? Has he been in the spotlight as much as Steve Rose?
I mean, he fought David Benavidez. They're calling him, the super middleweight David Benavidez.
Did he fight Davis? Did he fight David for the world title?
I'm not sure if David had the title because David's been stripped of the title twice, so I'm not sure if at the time he had it. I can't tell you. I can't remember for sure.
But I noticed lately that our dear friend Brad Goodman at top rank, hands been tied. Because from what I understand, and I asked Brad, Brad Goodman didn't comment on it, but I asked my dear friend Brad Goodman of 40 years, uh, he told me that the manager, now I don't know the guy's manager, you know the manager, right? Edgar's manager?
Edgar's man, yeah. Keith Connolly.
That Keith Connolly turned down Jesse Hart. He turned down a lot of fighters that moved. He want guys that stay in front of Edgar.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Now I don't know, and I asked Brad. You know, Brad is Brad. That's my guy. And I didn't get a chance to ask Bruce Trampler, who and I was work with Ali. He was with us with Ali in the 70s, early 70s. Ali made a comeback. Bruce Trampler was with us in the Fifth Street Gym in Miami. So that's why. But what I'm saying is, Vegas, you can't keep ducking the major fight. You got to get a fighter that's gonna bring it to you.
Right. And in this case, you mean Jesse Hart would be that fight, right?
Because Jesse fought for the. See what Brad is doing. He's doing a good matchmaking job, but you got to look at it. Every guy that Keith Collins took, that fought, he took a guy that knocked him down in Las Vegas. Okay, they thought Steve Rose, he thought he was gonna blow Steve Rose out, but that didn't happen. See, when a fighter comes home, when you put him and this is my opinion, I don't tell Brad and Goodman and Bruce Trampler how to match their fighters. But if I was part anywhere with Keith Collins, I would advise Keith Collins. When you put him in a major fight, you don't bring him home. It's too much pressure. You do something else. And I don't think the Steve Rose fight should have been in New York. And I don't think this fight should have been in New York.
Right, because fighting at home does come with a lot of pressure.
And that's what I think Decker's problem is when he come home. He got and his guys with him, they treat you real good. Those are my guys. But what I'm saying, those are my young brothers. What I'm saying, it's a lot of pressure, man.
Right.
And his father is such a nice guy.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Matter of fact, did you go upstairs and get the shirt from him?
What was that?
Did you interview in the last fight?
Yeah, those are my people. I interviewed them a few times, definitely.
And what I'm saying is that I don't think, in my opinion, and I got respect for Edgar and his whole crew and his whole family. In my opinion, of being around all the greats and near great fighters back to Robinson, Benny Briscoe, Joe Frazier, Ali, and all of them, Kenny Norton, I don't think that he should come to the hotel until that Thursday to Thursday or Friday morning. He should be secluded somewhere where no one can get to him so he can stay focused. That's just my opinion.
Right. I mean, no, that's a valid point.
I
You
got love for the fighter and his family. His father's a very nice guy.
right.
And the two little young brothers that's in charge of the teachers and stuff that been going to gym with him, very nice young guys, very respectful to me, very respectful. I got love for him, but I just don't think being in New York, it's not a good time for him to be at the hotel. Everybody calling his room, all the fans coming in trying to catch him in the lobby. When you get to the level that he's on, the record he got, you don't need all that. You
Mm.
want the support of the fans, but you got to see the fans don't understand. See, he don't have the crew around him that we had. He got good people around him, but he don't have what Ali had around him, what Robinson had around him, what Briscoe and Joe Frazier had around him. He got good people around him, but he don't. And plus, he's such a nice guy. Him and his father, they can't. They don't know how to say no to the fans. And that's what I love about his father. Nice gentleman. Take care of his fans. A couple guys he called upstairs, gave some t-shirts. He said, Champ, if I had some of your size, I'll give you a couple. I see you at all the fights. I see you around top rank, around Don King for years. And that was nice of him to say that. He said, and even the young brothers, he said, we won't have your size, man, but maybe the next time we come through, we have your size. And I got respect for his whole team, man. I just think it becomes a lot of pressure when you're fighting at home. You just said that, E.
Yeah.
So,
Right. Right.
well, who's the coach? Who co-main event on Echo's card?
Who's the co-main event? Well, it was supposed to be Xander Zayas, I believe. Xander Zayas, and then we got Josue Vargas on the card, and a few other Puerto Rican fighters. It's all Puerto Ricans on the card.
Jose Vargas was the one that had a problem, right?
He got no. The issue he had is that he lost. He got knocked out in the first round when he fought Zepeda, but he was the main event at the Hula Theater, and he suffered a first round knockout, but he's making his comeback. I believe he fought once already. He won, so now he's coming back home again for this Puerto Rican card.
Who else? Is there an all Puerto Rican card on the 18th too?
No, that one is different. Joe Smith is the main event, and the undercard is Abraham Nova. Can't remember the guy's fight, but it's a good fighter. I always find Robezi Ramirez, a Cuban fighter. So
And then the top ranked upgrowing guys on the card?
yeah, those are all top ranked.
Dude, you our good brother out of Texas got anybody on the card?
Who's that?
JP.
I don't believe so. I'm not. I gotta check again, but yeah, I can't say for sure.
That's our good brother down here. We rap a lot. Him and our good brothers down there in Texas. With my rap a lot brothers.
Right,
Got
absolutely.
respect for JP and Antonio. Good guys, doing good kids. They did a hell of a job with your core Stevens and keeping him out of trouble. And got him out of the city, got him in the country. Hell of a job. I got much of my hat go off to JP and his crew down there, rap a lot. Antonio Leonard promotion. They're doing a good job with all their fighters. Doing a good job.
Right. They got a lot of talent coming up. Definitely noticing what they're doing down there.
And I noticed with that big heavyweight they got, what is he, 20 years old?
Is that Jared Anderson, big baby?
What is he, 20 years old?
Yeah, he's pretty young. Pretty young.
Yeah, and, and we, at last but not least, we want to say we wish all the fighters well that's fighting in New York, especially my nephew down Devin Haney down in Australia. But as we leave, we want this Cornerman Boxing, Leon J. Muhammad Sports Production, in remembering of our late brother Shoot to Five, Xavier Porter, looking down on us from the heavens above. We like to send our Our condolences out to Gary Russell's family. May Allah bless them and guide them, give his family strength during this sad time of bereavement. Gary, we love you. We send our love to your family. And Pops, rest in peace. You've been counted out by Tanks people. Now you count out by Cornerman Boxing, and Leon J. Muhammad Sports Production Hall of Famer. Rest in peace. Gary
Absolutely.
rest in peace. Junior, we send our love to you and your family and our condolences. Peace and blessings. Sounding out, Cornerman Boxing, Leon J. Muhammad, AG, Cornerman Boxing, Leon J. Muhammad Hall of Fame Sports Production. See you soon. See you at the fight.